Happy Labor Day 2025. I rewatched the Star Trek Voyager series finale, Endgame, and I love this episode. I've seen it a bunch of times. I love how they modify start the Voyager ship with Borg modifications. I love the time travel element of the story of Janeway trying to send a message to her past self and making a deal also with the Borg Queen. Now, this deal is a fake deal because she infected herself with a Borg nanovirus that she infects the Borg Queen with. And you see the Borg Queen in like this Borg city, right? Called the Hub in the middle of like space, or it's like in the middle of a sun or something. And it's called the Hub. And they're successful in destroying it in the end. And the episode starts off 10 years after Voyager makes it to Earth. Now, they make it to Earth, but a lot of their crew dies. And the whole reason for Janeway trying to communicate with her past self is to save these lives on Voyager. Now, it created, after she's able to kill the Borg and the Borg Queen, the crewmates who had died are able to survive. And it does create like a parallel timeline, which is continued in Star Trek Picard. The less we say about Star Trek Prodigy, the better. But a lot of people didn't like this series finale. They felt it was rushed. As a series finale, it did feel rushed because we barely get any scenes with the characters coming back to Earth, but I love the storyline, like the idea of the story in this episode with the Voyager being modified with Borg technology and Janeway having to team up with the Borg Queen, but ultimately stabbing her in the back. And it's okay because the Borg Queen was going to assimilate her anyway. Resistance is futile. Great episode. One of the Star Trek episodes I rewatched the most. Okay? And Star Trek Voyager is way better than Star Trek Deep Space Nine. That's for sure. And it had 7 seasons. Voyager had 7 seasons. Alright? Deep Space Nine also had 7 seasons. But Voyager had 7 seasons. Alright? Anyway, love this episode. Definitely check it out. The Star Trek Voyager series finale, Endgame.